this video, I'll read to you from this book called Passing on the Torch: How to Pass Your Spiritual Values On to Your Children and Teens by Roger Dudley, author of Why Teenagers Reject Religion and When Teenagers Cry Help. Alright, so the introduction is cute. Here we go. Begin on page 17, son. Actions. And read that paragraph to me. A loud, booming voice. On the bottom, it's underlined. Actions. It's got a dot. Discretionary. If a young man spends his time playing arcade games, unknown. Keep going. Does not prepare his. If a young man spends his time playing arcade games, you see how old the book is. When's the copyright? Find out. He used this book, Arcade. 1986, I was finishing grammar school over there. It finishes in 8th grade. 4 years later, I was finishing high school, but really you just get promoted and get out of there. He does not prepare his lessons and fails his coursework. What does that say about his values? What about a high school graduate who goes to work in order to make payments on a sporty car rather than continue with a college education? Is that the end of the paragraph? Yep. So, what was the first example? The first example was about video games. Arcade games. It was spare time. Alright, so you know about working 10 minutes in the sun, right? Yeah. You want to finish 10 minutes earlier? I would love to. Alright then, that means you must value your time more than I do. Right? I mean, it took me, what, an hour to cut down the first tree? Right? Yeah. Maybe even an hour and a half? Wait, the first tree was more like... I was using a pool saw. Oh yeah, that was the first one was like 20 minutes. No, the first one, not the bushes, the big trees. Oh. The one with the termites. I cut that one. It took me an hour and a half maybe with the pool saw. The customer was saying, "Why don't you come back when you get the chain fixed and the chainsaw?" Yeah. Then I used the demolition saw for the second one. It took me, I saw the video, 30 minutes. Yes. So that brought my attention that a chainsaw is done in 10 minutes. Should I get it fixed? Yeah. Definitely. Alright, so keep reading in the book. But what does it say about values? What you spend your time on is proof of what your values are. Like if I watch a video on a chainsaw and how to cut a tree, then the next time I have to cut a tree, I should get what? Get it good. Faster. Alright, read the next one. Okay, that was the values about the video games. What was the other one? Spending money on a sports car instead of going to college. But sometimes you get the sports car only to get the girl. You know? Because a girl, some of them, they won't go out with you if you're on the bus or on a bicycle. All right. was the next thing. If you want to be successful, you got to value your time. I see that you were in the pool or something. Your back is black. You've been sunburned. You went to the YMCA in the middle of the day?
No. I haven't gone to school in a long time.
All right.
Is it black?
Yes, I don't want you to go.
No. I have photos.
I don't want you to go to the YMCA or to any swimming pool in the middle of the day.
I don't go.
Before 6 o'clock, I don't want you to go swimming.
I can't. I have to go before 6.
Because?
Because then Mom gets home.
And?
What do you mean? Then we have to go faster. So if we get there by 4 or 5, we have no time.
You're getting baked and it's wrong. Skin cancer, watch out for it. Grandpa had it, I believe, right here on his arm. It wouldn't heal. But he was also diabetic. Alright, so we talked about time and what you spend your time with. Video games. Alright, here's another one. You too. Next paragraph.
A dad saved his life with a blood transfusion. The doctor said he'll probably live. A father gave his life to save his son's kid today, following a blood exchange operation. The son, 11-year-old Robert Bruce Lawrence, probably will recover, physicians said. He had nephrosis, a kidney disease, and it needed a complete change of blood. Sidney E. Lawrence, 40, the father, volunteered for the operation. The bloods were of matching type. He was told that in such an operation, there always is some danger to the donor because of the foreign material he is taking into his own system. Go ahead, he said. The 3-hour operation was performed several days ago. Today, the father died.
Alright, so what should you do? What were the values of the father? What were the values of the father? What was the father? What was more important to the father?
His son,
More important than
his wife.
his own life. Alright. That son is your age. And the father was just 3 years younger than me. 11 years old in 19... Oh, that was in 1950, huh? May 16th, 1950. Boy's 11 years old. He's a grandpa now. Yes.
Mommy, Alana.
Alright, now look at the last one, son, that I circled over here. 6, right? Page 18, here you go. 6.
Recently, 6 of our Adventists.
What are Adventists? Do you know or not?
Advanced kids?
It's a religion where they celebrate the 7th day. That means they don't work that day. But they're very famous for owning hospitals. Fish Memorial right here in Orange City, I think, is a 7th day hospital. And so is the other one in Deltona. Hospitales que le pertenecen a la iglesia de los séptimos días, o ¿cómo se llama? Seventh Day Adventists. All right, come on.
Recently, 6 of our
Adventists.
young men in western Cuba were told that they must give up their belief in the Sabbath or forfeit their lives before a firing squad. They remained firm, and the following morning were lined up for execution. As the 6 men were standing there. Some were praying, others were singing. Slowly, the command was given to fire. As the guns were fired, no soldiers fell. However, because the guns were loaded with blanks, cartridges rather than bullets, the Adventists were instructed to return to their homes, not to bother the government, and the government would not bother them. Act of God!
All right, Cuba. This was in a letter received in 1968. That's the year your mother was born. In December. All right.
Mom was born in June, right?
Yes. 17th, I think. All right. So the 7th day in 1968 in Cuba. So these boys were Cubans. They joined the military. I think it's by force over there. And they were from the religion 7th day, which means they don't work on the 7th day. But do soldiers work on the 7th day? So there was a problem with them, right? And so they were going to be shot. And all 6 of them chose to be shot instead of to work on the 7th day. So they were just kicked out of the military. The government would not bother them. The author says, it is in value conflict situations that we are forced to choose what is really worthwhile to us. We have been reared with standards of purity and self-respect, but we don't want to be passed by in the popularity contest. We prize honesty, but we really need the extra cash that fudging on our expense account could bring. Stealing. We want to help our fellow student who is having a difficulty preparing for the examination, but the teacher grades on the curve. You know what that means? That if you get a C, but you're the highest grade, then you automatically get an A, and everybody else gets a C, a D, or a D. Everybody else passes because, well, the highest score was a D, so that would change that to an A. The highest score was an A, but it was really a D.
I thought it was E for X.
It depends on how the school grades.
So Bob said E was what it used to be.
Yes, it used to be. I used to have E's. They used to grade you on conduct. Did you keep quiet and obey the rules?
Oh.
Now they're teaching you, as Ray says, socialism. You don't have to bring paper, you don't have to bring pencil, everything will be given to you.
Not with Miss Holzman.
There are some people that are not that way.
Yeah, they're like, you don't bring your pencil and stuff, then you're getting a detention.
Alright, and then there's also you're being taught teamwork. This is a group project, all of you have to work together.
I don't like group projects.
Neither do I.
Unless, yeah.
Unless what?
Unless it's like distributed evenly and like
it's clearly
fun.
marked, right? You knock down your tree, I'll knock down mine. We split the money, right?
Yeah, because like usually I do the heavy lifting.
Yeah, in your schoolwork?
Yeah.
All the others.
And then after I do my part, I have to help them do it.
I believe you're not being challenged, my son.
That was a challenge.
I know.
Helping
I'm getting
myself while helping everyone else.
Yes, balancing your time.
That was one of the few with Heather and DJ.
Right. Remember the Ditch Digger's Daughters, that movie? Father said, you need to grab onto a rabbit. The rabbit understands whatever the teacher said and is the fastest student in that classroom. You keep up with him or her. Right? Here we go. Our values determine all of life's significant choices. Our response to the claims of God, our choice of career, our selection of a marriage partner, how we spend our money, our use of leisure time, and on and on. Okay, so I valued cooking. Your mother was an excellent cook. Therefore, we are married. If youth learn to value wisely, they will find that the process develops mature, principled adults.
Did you go to the park today?
No. I was sleeping at Janine's couch.
How do you spend so much time there?
I needed to sleep. I spent time there because we talk while we're sleeping.
What?
Yeah, we wake up, we talk. She tells me about her childhood, grandpapa, and things like that. I tell her about my papa, grandpa. I call him grandpa and abuelo. And she said, oh, people in Europe believe the same thing, that when a baby's being born, someone has to die, so the old people die.
That's kind of not cool.
And she was told by her mother that, or her grandmother, probably her grandmother.
No. If a person has to die for someone to be born, then the number of people would have stayed a long time ago. It would have just been Adam and Eve.
That is correct, son.
It would have been only like 3 people, and
Adam would have died for one son to be born.
yeah. And then that kid would have to make out with his mother to his score.
Have you heard of Oedipus Rex? No, Oedipus Rex is a Greek tragedy. The Greek tragedy means that everybody says, they hate the ending. In Oedipus Rex, Oedipus is the strong man, right? And his mother was supposed to murder him, but instead she sent him to a shepherd who gave him to another shepherd, and the shepherd gave him to a king and a queen. So from one kingdom he went to the other kingdom, right? And it said that he would kill his father and murder and have sex with his mother. So he left the kingdom when they read his hand, right? Somebody over there. And he says, how can I do that? I will not do that. But he didn't know that he was adopted. So he walked right back to the kingdom where he was from, the prince. But he grew up as a soldier type and used to, everybody obeys him, right? And he runs into an old man that says, get out of my way. I'm coming through. This is my bridge. Remember that story now? And so, of course, Oedipus, being younger and stronger and faster, murders his father, who was arguing with him, being bossy. I'm the king. But you're not traveling as the king. Nobody knows you're the king. You're traveling as a stranger or as a poor man. And so he killed the 4 or 5 bodyguards. And he walks into the kingdom and he says, so what's going on here? And they said, are you the only stranger that does not know that the king is dead? And he said, are you all cowards? Find that murderer now. And he takes action, right? And he doesn't realize that he's looking for himself. So he ends up marrying his own mother, who was a young woman, perhaps.
She didn't recognize him?
She didn't grow up with him. I mean, as a baby, she gave him up for adoption to the shepherd. And so they bring the 2 shepherds, and they're both sitting there. Be quiet! Don't say anything. Speak! Says Oedipus. Be quiet! Don't say anything. And they both look at each other, and doesn't he know? It's better we keep quiet. You 2 old men, speak. What did you do with the baby? They both look at each other. I mean, it's like, how ignorant can you be? You know?
Yeah. Europeans believe in that?
Well, she's from Europe, she's from France, and so she believes that.
Wait, what?
That one has to die for a baby to be born.
So you're saying Europeans
could be something not just from Europe, but from Africa and China and Asia and somewhere.
Haven't they heard that thing though? What you said?
You can prove my grandpa wrong about 100 things, son. I told him the computers were good. He said they were bad because he went to the bank and the computers were down. He couldn't get any money out. I existed before there were computers. You take a piece of paper, you write down the name of the person, you give him $20. Okay, next. When the computers go back online, you punch in all of that information. That's all. He was upset. You could buy things for $20 back then. That would be 100. So, all right. How we spend our money and use of leisure time, etc., is determined by our values. If the youth learn to value wisely, they will find that the process develops mature adults. Alright, so you must have what in another video on YouTube it says E versus E. Entertainment versus education. What is your ratio? 1 hour of entertainment, 1 hour of study. Or is it 100 hours of entertainment, 1 hour of study? Or do you not even have an hour of study? Remember the Korean kids that came here?
No.
From South Korea? The girl? She brought her math book, son. God bless you and those that surround you. Go do a good deed. Go study something. Go teach something to someone. Teach them to cut trees or to tie the rope. What else could they teach?
Anything they want.
Go learn how to fix air conditioners. Then you'll be a rich person. Everybody will love you. God bless you, my friends. Good night. It's 11 o'clock at night, maybe even after that.
Oh, yes. It's 10.
10 what? 10:48 p.m. on a Sunday night. All right. God bless you and those that surround you.